Hello, my name is George Comfort, Executive Director here at Windsor Run, and today is Saturday, July 9th. Where did June go? Um, and welcome to my weekly update. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll continue with the COVID update that I unfortunately need to keep giving. Currently, we have 5 residents who are positive and 10 employees who are positive with COVID. As a point of clarification, I did get a question recently that when I give these statistics, someone asked how many of those residents are in Piedmont Overlook. So I'll go ahead and clarify that none of our residents in Piedmont Overlook are any of these positive cases, nor has there been a case of COVID in Piedmont Overlook since I believe mid-May. It's been quite a while. So we're being very cautious. If you go over to Piedmont Overlook, you'll know that we still require masks, both of the staff and anyone visiting Piedmont Overlook. So we're continuing our cautiousness over at Piedmont Overlook and are lucky and blessed that we don't have any cases over there. Total of 15 cases is certainly higher than I would have anticipated in July of 2022. So we're continuing to hope and pray that they go down and stay down. So my portion of what I have to announce today actually will be rather brief. However, I do have some fun videos to share with you. But let me start with a quick update on an issue that we thought had been put to bed a while ago, but is not fully put to rest yet. Many of you may recall that a couple of years ago, this goes back a couple of years, the Department of Revenue at the state of North Carolina began a relatively aggressive push to tax the fees that residents pay in a continuing care retirement community. We fought it, other CCRCs fought it, and through a lot of hard work, through a lot of folks, and cooperative work with the administration and the legislature, we came to an agreement. Everyone came to an agreement that those fees and that taxation would not go through. And the plan was that it would be codified during the legislative session of 2022. That did not take place, we found out after the extended session closed recently. So we immediately sort of jumped into action, worked with Leading Age, other CCRCs, some lobbyist firms that we work with. And the good news is there is still good agreement and general agreement that the state is not interested in taxing CCRC fees. That's the great news. What we don't know at this point is how that will be implemented. So frankly, we're actually pursuing 2 different paths, and we're working hard with various groups to move through the process. So just know that we are working on it. If you saw anything or heard anything in the news about that, and I know that some residents had emailed me about it, we're aware, we're working on it, we're optimistic. I don't think there's a reason for any of us to worry at this point, and I'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more. So a little bit of good news there, and to put your mind at rest, I hope. And now I'll start with a few quick announcements of my own. First, I wanted to thank everyone who helped out to put on such a fantastic event-filled day of Monday, July 4th. You'll see lots of pictures there of the various different activities that residents enjoyed. We had the Windsor Run Band, the Windsor Run Strummers. We had an accordion that strolled around. We had a magician who was here. We had the sing-along led by some of our wonderful piano players. And of course, we had a great feast during the lunchtime hour with some great food served by some of our great student servers. So it was a great time, and I hope you all enjoyed it, both the activities as well as the food. Next, I hope you enjoyed and have noticed the refreshed cafe menu and pricing that we rolled out on Tuesday, July 5th. Again, most of the core items on our lunch menu didn't change because we know that they're very popular and they're very traditional lunch items. We did change some other non-core items, and of course there were a lot of pricing changes that were implemented. So I hope you've noticed, and I hope you're enjoying that. And now I have some news regarding the opening of the Willows. It's not so good news, unfortunately. We are still experiencing challenges in hiring back-of-the-house personnel for the kitchen, very specifically line cooks. When we committed to Monday, July 18th as our opening date a few weeks ago, we obviously felt very confident that 4 to 5 weeks would be enough time to fill at least several of our vacancies, if not 100% of them. However, that has not turned out to be the case. We have not made enough progress to be able to open the Willows as a separate, new, distinct restaurant on the 18th. So we're going to have to push that date out. Our new estimated time of opening the restaurant should be Monday, August 22nd. We are working diligently to hire enough qualified staff, admission-oriented staff, and I am, as a perpetual optimist, optimistic that we might be able to pull that date forward a little bit, but given the situation that we've experienced, we don't want to commit to anything sooner than August 22nd. So I do apologize. We do appreciate your cooperation and understanding. I know this is a disappointment. It's certainly a disappointment for me as well. Speaking of the restaurant, you might have noticed we have a new sign in place. It's actually a second temporary sign closer to the actual size of the new Willow sign that is still forthcoming, and hopefully it'll be here in a couple of weeks. We do have it on order. The sign company was gracious enough to give us this temporary sign because they had some material that they had left over from another job, could complete it quickly, which they did, and hopefully we'll have the new sign up soon, and I do hope that we'll be able to open the restaurant on the 22nd, if not before. So again, my apologies. And now, as she often does, Becky will give us some highlights of activities for the coming week. Take it away, Becky.
Hi everyone, Becky Danello from Resident Life, and I'm here to tell you about what's coming up this week and beyond. So make sure that you get your calendars. If you haven't gotten one yet, you can look on My Erickson under the clubs icon. You can look in your mailrooms, and if they're all gone, please just check the front desk. We'll have many copies for you to grab, or we'll make you one. So there's no reason not to have one of these great calendars so you can see everything that's going on. It's a pretty full month and we're really excited. I want to thank everybody who was involved in the 4th of July. We had a great time with the Strummers, and I thank them for playing. It was a big crowd. And then of course the talented folks that put on the sing-along in the afternoon. That was really great. I want to thank everybody who was involved in planning that for the 4th, and I hope you came and had as much fun as everyone else did. So thank you. And we look forward to more of those. We've got so much talent here. If you have a talent that you want to share, please let me know. We're definitely open to having residents share their talents all the time. So speaking of which, we're going to also show after this, we're going to show a few videos of some of the fun we've had in the past month, including the car show, the safety festival, and a fun graduation party held by the dining team. So keep this channel on, don't turn the channel, keep it right here after this update, and you'll see some really fun look backs at all the fun we had in June and early July. So all right, let's get going. Let's get into this. Coming up this week, Sunday on the 10th, we have singer and entertainer John Franklin. He's been here before, does a great array of songs and entertainment for you, gets the crowd involved, so it's a really good time. It's at 2 and 3:15 on Sunday the 10th. So make sure you get your tickets. If all the tickets are gone, and extra ones can be located right outside the Grove on that credenza there. If they're gone, swing by at the times. There might be some extra seats. Not everybody who grabs a ticket ends up coming. So if there's an extra seat, we'll be happy to have you join us. And then on the Monday and Tuesday, the Helping Hands Committee is at it again. And they are doing a men's clothing collection. We did the women's clothing drive in May, and we're doing the men's clothing drive to benefit the same community outreach center called Turning Point, and it's for families that are escaping abusive situations. So they do need men's clothing as well as women's. So between 10 and 2, both Monday and Tuesday, the 11th and 12th, you can head over to the Willows. We're going to be right outside the Willows in that lobby area, collecting men's clothing, accessories. Please make sure they're clean and in really good condition for those we donate to. Okay. We also have Life After Loss. That group meets on Monday, the 11th, for anyone going through any type of loss, whether it's recent, it's new, or maybe it's years ago and you just want a little support. Please go to this meeting. It's a really wonderful group. On Tuesday, the Parkinson's Exercise and Support Group has been moved because the first Monday of the month was 4th of July. So it's been moved to the 12th. That's a Tuesday at 10. And that'll be in the Willows as usual. Timothy will be talking and really kind of finalizing his roster for Rock Steady Boxing and its exercises specifically geared towards those with Parkinson's. So if you have any questions at all, reach out to him. He's going to be starting up that class very soon. Let's see. He's also going to follow that meeting. He's going to be a busy guy that morning because after that he's going to do his Healthy Learning Lecture in the theater at 11, and that'll be on arthritis and mobility. It's hard to move when you have arthritis, but you have to move if you have arthritis to keep moving. It's one of those vicious circles and cycles that it's really hard to deal with sometimes, and he understands that and can give you tips and tricks on how to feel better with arthritis. On Wednesday, the 13th, we'll have our hearing device clinic, of course, in the correct room. If you have any hearing device at all, it doesn't have to be Audibel, it doesn't have to be Belltone. They'll service, they'll replace the batteries, they'll clean it out, make sure it's working for you. So I highly recommend, if you have a hearing aid or any device, bring it down to either of the ladies on the 2nd and the 4th Wednesdays of each month. So at 11 o'clock, do you play euchre? It's one of those games, either you have no idea what it is or you love it. I've played it before. It's a really fun game, and there is a group looking to get started with a regular euchre game. So if you're interested, please come to this meeting. It's at 11 o'clock on the 13th. We'll be right here in the game lounge at 11. If you're interested, please join us. At 7 o'clock, we've got the life lessons from the great books, and it's the Song of Roland this month. And there's no meeting in August, so get this one in before you take a break. That'll be in the theater. On the 14th, we have the Creekside Farmers Market back, so great time of year. There's going to be lots of vegetables and great fruits to pick from, a lot more produce this time. It's all coming out now, fresh from the farm. So be sure to stop by the tavern between 9:30 and 12:30 on the 14th. The ladies will be here with bells on, so make sure you're there to cash in on the good crops. And then, as I mentioned before, this is something new happening every Thursday. It's a hula dancing class, and it's a lot of fun because it's not, you don't have to learn steps and memorize steps. If you're not a dancer, sometimes that can be intimidating. This is more of a follow along. Just picture your Hawaiian luau when they grab a bunch of people to dance along with the dancers. So it's a lot of fun. It keeps you moving, and a body in motion stays in motion. So it's a great form of exercise. Think of it as Hawaiian Tai Chi almost. So join them, get and see what it's like. 4 o'clock in the Wellness Studio every Thursday. On the 15th, it's a big day, lots going on. Bright Blessings is a group that we're going to partner with a little bit here. They provide birthday parties to homeless children and kids in shelters and things like that. So we are going to make some bookmarks for them to give away. We're going to be using the cards that you gave us, so there'll be birthday bookmarks. We've got yarn, we can make the great little tassels at the end, and even maybe laminate them so that they're a permanent, something that the kids can hang on to, and with a little sentiment that people are thinking about them and sharing some love. So if you want to be part of that, come the 15th at 10:30 in the Creative Arts Room, and we'll also be doing it on Monday the 18th at the same time. Wellbeats Tai Chi, speaking of Tai Chi a minute ago, Wellbeats is a program down in the Wellness Studio. You see the 2 TVs, and there's an iPad there where you can pick all sorts of courses and do those exercises, stretches, meditations, Tai Chi, yoga, you name it, right there in the studio. And there's a group who does the Tai Chi program each week on Fridays at 11:15. So join them. I can't beat Tai Chi. At 1 o'clock on the same day, the 15th, we've got One Day University in the Willows. And I think this room is going to be kind of full because the topic is, can American politics be fixed? Let's hope so. So, and after that in the evening, only a few weeks left of the Truth Project in the theater at 7 o'clock on that Friday. Of course, Saturday, we've got chair volleyball that's new. That is happening every Saturday in the Game Lounge in the morning at 9:30, so join in. It's a lot of fun. And then at 7 o'clock, we're going to have the singing stylings of Liz and Jerry. So Liz on the piano and Jerry Gray leading along some really good fun sing-along songs. And on that note, keep the date, save the date, look ahead at the 20th. It's a Wednesday. There will be a chorus group interest meeting, and Jerry Gray will head that up. Ron Ellis, the director, will be here, so if you have questions or want to meet him, even sing a few songs, come on down. I'll mention it again next week, but it will be the 20th at 11. So if you do like to sing and want to be part of a chorus again, come to that meeting and join Jerry and Liz on the 16th, that Saturday evening at 7. The 17th, Sunday, will be the Jam and Worship service, so plan ahead for that at 9 in the morning. And a lot more to come as well, including on Monday the 18th, we're going to have a bunco night. It's at 7 o'clock. We're going to use the Game Lounge, so if you've never played before, join us. If you've played before, you know how much fun the game is. It's one of those things, give it a try. Try it once. Hopefully, I would love to see some volunteers pop up that can host a monthly game. It is a lot of fun, I will say that. And it's one of the easiest games you can play. All right, more coming up as well. I will get to that next week. But if you get a calendar, you can look yourself to see everything that's coming up in the month of June. It's a lot, but it's really great stuff. And I want to mention the trips as well. Check out the trips table over at the Grove area, right around that corner there. There's a few trips up, including, of course, the Myrtle Beach trip. I think the deadline to sign up for that is very soon. That's a September trip, but the deadline's coming up. Judy Collins, her concert as well. That trip is there, and the deadline is coming soon. And there's also a new one, the Broadway concert at Matthews United Methodist Church. There are 2 shuttles going, and the church itself is providing the shuttles. It's very close by. It's only 2 miles away or so. But those 2 shuttles are full. However, being 2 miles away, you are more than welcome to come. Maybe carpool and see if some people want to join you. It's going to be a great concert for sure. So if you have any questions about that one, see John Rourke. Okay. All right, now before I go, I do want to mention some things that are coming up ahead, because I want you to start thinking about them now and getting in touch with me so we can have a really great August and September. So the first thing I'm going to mention is the summer photo contest. This is something we did a few years ago, and made a great slideshow, got a bunch of entries. So we hope to get more. We're a lot bigger now, so this could be really big, which is why I'm asking for one photo. You have to pick your favorite summer photo, and this is something we'd like to do every year, so you can pick one photo and next year give me a different one. But in cooperation with the photography club, you'll hopefully email me your favorite summer photo, and it can be all the things that summer brings: family vacations, children on summer break, beautiful scenery, relaxing destinations, sunny sights, scenic travels, all of that stuff that you associate with summer. Basically nothing with fall leaves or winter scenery. So email me a photo, and we're going to have a printed copy on display with everybody else's. We're going to have a contest in August. So the deadline for this is July 31st. So please make sure you send me one photo per person, please. And then looking even further ahead, in September, some of you may remember we have a back to school program, which I'm looking forward to bringing back. And we've had a great catalog over the past couple of years and times we've done it. And classes, lectures, just lifelong learning. So we're looking for teachers, and that's from you, staff, residents, friends, family. If you know someone, or if you are someone who knows something, we want you to share it. Maybe your expertise would be of interest to other people. Maybe you know sign language or another language that you could teach just for an afternoon. Whatever it might be, we're looking for teachers, really, and lecturers, presenters, however you want to put it, but something to share. So I would like to know what you're interested in sharing with the group, and the deadline for that is August 15th, but the sooner the better. If you know, I can get you on the calendar and get you in the catalog and make September a really fascinating and fun month of learning, lifelong learning. So, well, I hope to see you at some of these great activities. Make sure you have this calendar, hang it up, and join us. Get involved and be active, and body in motion stays in motion, and so does a brain. So feed your brain with all this good stuff, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Becky. And I must say, I wish I had time for a lot of these, but that one-day university class on Can American Politics Be Fixed sounds absolutely fascinating. So I hope somebody gives me a Cliff Notes version of that, and I guess a yes or a no if it can be fixed or not. But it does sound fascinating. And now I have something a little bit different for you. Zach Goldberg, who is our healthcare counselor at Piedmont Overlook, is going to sort of do a panel discussion, interview session with Anna Spalek, who is our Health Pro Heritage physical outpatient rehab, physical therapy manager. And they're going to talk a little bit about what services and things are offered here on campus by Health Pro Heritage.
Hello, Windsor Run family. My name is Zach Goldberg. I'm the healthcare counselor over in Piedmont Overlook. I'm joined here with Anna Spalek. She is our PT director, our physical therapy director with Health Pro Heritage. We're going to introduce her to you all today to learn about what services they're able to provide those within Piedmont Overlook and also in independent living. So Anna?
So like Zach said, I'm Anna. I'm the rehab director, and I work for Health Pro Heritage Rehab, which is your in-house rehab company here. We provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. You've probably heard someone call us RISE Senior Living, which is the brand name that Health Pro uses. And RISE stands for Resourcefulness, Innovation, Strategy, and Excellence. So our team is here to help, diagnose any issues that may have arisen, assist with any injuries or illnesses, assess safety and independence. And then we also educate residents, staff, and the facility and family on delivering performance outcomes. Wait, I need to restart that part. Okay. So our team proactively identifies health and wellness needs, assists in recovering from illness and injury, discomfort, assesses safety and independence, evaluates the residents, educates their staff members and families, and delivers performance outcomes to prove effectiveness of our interventions.
Awesome, thank you, Anna. So really what we're looking to do today is dive into ultimately what support they're able to provide those within the Windsor Run grounds. Anna is going to go over from a high level acronyms, things like PT, OT, speech, kind of elaborate a little bit more so that way we all have an understanding on exactly what each of these supportive services are able to provide those within Windsor Run.
Yes.
So without further ado, Anna.
All right, so PT, like Zach said, physical therapy. That's the discipline that can help with evaluating and treating things such as increased falls, decreased stability, decreased strength or endurance, and determining the proper assistive device to use, such as a walker, a cane, a rollator. Occupational therapy, which is my discipline, would be the discipline that focuses on improving your independence and your safety with your activities of daily living. Those include things such as getting dressed, getting washed up, going to the bathroom, things that you do every single day. Along with your instrumental activities of daily living, which involves things that you have to do to take care of your home or to, participate in different leisure activities. OT can also assist with cognition, with low vision, determining any adaptive equipment to help increase your independence. Speech therapy or speech language pathology is going to be more related to your cognition, your speech, your swallowing. So they can help determine strategies or techniques to utilize to improve things such as your memory, your attention, sequencing, or your safety awareness.
Very good. And as you all can tell, they have a wide array of supportive services that could benefit you and your loved ones. We're next, again, Anna being on site here, we want to touch on exactly who they are, where you can find them, and how to get in touch with them from an insurance standpoint and also contact standpoint.
So like I said earlier, we're the in-house therapy team, so we are located here. We're located at Piedmont Overlook. However, we do provide services at Piedmont Overlook and also here at the Independent Living. We are here 5 days a week, so we can provide services Monday through Friday. And then we're also in network with all major insurances, and one of our most exciting things that has recently come about is we're now in network with Erickson Advantage. So we've been working really hard on getting that to happen, and it finally is here. So we can come right to your apartment for your therapy sessions. We can go anywhere from the putt-putt course outside to your facility gym, even in the pool if that's something you maybe want to do. We can utilize this entire community for your therapy sessions, which is pretty awesome.
That's outstanding, Anna. And besides yourself, why don't you introduce some of your teammates that you closely work with that folks will likely be seeing around the campus?
Yeah. So Anna, I'm occupational therapy, and then we have Nikki. She's our certified occupational therapy assistant, or CODA. We've got Tony, who's our physical therapist. Marina is our physical therapist assistant. And then we have Sydney, who's our speech therapist. And we also just brought on a new rehab tech, Letitia. And we do also have plans of bringing on a couple more team members as our caseload continues to grow.
That's incredible. And most importantly today, folks, we want to get you the most pivotal question that could be going through your mind is, how do I get in touch with Anna and her lovely team here on site at Windsor Run? So what's the best way to get in touch with you and your lovely team, Anna?
Yep, so like I said, I'm over at Piedmont Overlook, so if you're ever over there, you can stop by. But we do also have our phone number, which will be on the screen, I believe. So you can call me at that number. If you go to Dr. Pham or Dr. Campy as your primary care provider, all you have to do is tell them that you would like to start therapy services with us, and we're in contact with the medical center often, so we get the referrals straight from them. So all you have to do is tell your primary care, even if they're an outside doctor, you can also tell them, and we're able to get orders faxed to us from an outside doctor.
That's awesome. So folks, you've heard it from us. We have a great team on board, happy to support you within your apartment. Those within Piedmont have truly benefited from this added service to our day-by-day. If you have any other questions, feel free to find Anna and her team over in Piedmont or contact that number, or give myself a call just to check in to see how things are going over in continuing care. As always, great to see you all. Look forward to seeing you around the campus. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zach and Anna, for that very informative and I hope very helpful little discussion about the services that Health Pro Heritage offers here, and the really good news that Erickson Advantage is now able to accept Health Pro Heritage as part of their reimbursement scheme, and so all of our EA members can now use Health Pro Heritage right here on campus. I also want to remind you of a presentation that Health Pro Heritage will be doing on Tuesday, July 19th, titled Active Aging. This is the first in a series of presentations that they will be doing for us over the next coming months here at Windsor Run, so look for more from them in the next few months. And now something unusual, at least unusual for me. Bo usually does the construction updates, but I'm going to do the construction update video for you this time with a twist.
So for orientation purposes, you can see Woodland Commons off to the right, the pool also off to the right-hand side behind Woodland Commons, Fullwood Ridge in the back coming under roof, and by now it is completely under roof and moving forward nicely. You can see Crestdale Court, part of the concrete slab has been poured. The other part under yellow has already been poured by now, but had not been poured by then. The elevator shafts and stairwell shafts you can see. And now we're staring directly at Woodland Commons. And oh my goodness, look who just came out of that door. It's yours truly. Come to wave at you and make sure that the construction is moving forward and that our general contractors and subs are on top of their game as they try to finish this building. So a little salute here. Yep, there we go. And as we continue around, they're filling in the grade on this particular portion of the property and pounding down. That was quite painful for us while they were using that little machine to pound all of that dirt into place. And we swing around and we'll see one last view of me as I wave to the camera and say goodbye to you. So hope you enjoyed this.
I hope you enjoyed that video. It was actually meant to be a little bit more fun, more than just a video drone shot of the construction taking place. I think Bo will probably do another construction update when he does the update next week. But hope you enjoyed that little fun ditty. As always, if you have any questions, you can always email Bo or myself or give us a call in the administrative office, 704-443-6341. But now, before I sign off completely, I want to bid you to stay tuned after my part ends. I won't officially sign off because we've got 3 more fun videos for you to play right after I stop speaking. They are 3 of them. The first one is a video from the car show that we held and took place in the Piedmont Overlook parking lot several weeks ago. Thank you, Dick Rosbach, for sharing this video with us. The second video is one from our Safety Fest. So a few weeks ago, we held a Safety Fest that was a combined resident and staff event where we highlighted safe practices for various areas and various topics, trying to make safety fun. And we did have a lot of fun, as you'll hopefully see when you watch this video as well. And again, thank you, Dick Rosbach, for both filming, editing, and sharing this with us. And then lastly, some of you know that Austin Machicoti, our staff development manager, put on a very nice graduation event for our student seniors for this year. And we've got some video footage of that. It was a great event. It was a big hit, and really celebrated both their accomplishment as graduating seniors as well as the significant and very valuable and wonderful contributions that they make here at Windsor Run by serving our residents their meals. So I hope you enjoy all 3 of these videos, and I will sign off so we can get right to them.